So I found out that you can get a copy of Jean Dubuis' Mineral Works, which is usually in 4 volumes for $15 on Amazon. As you can see, this is around 1,000 small pages, which is pretty cool, but otherwise I was just checking out the Wikipedia on him, and one interesting thing is that it said in his final years worked on electronic devices to achieve initiation. He says in his last lectures in 2004 in French, he explains different sound frequencies to use for initiation and talks about electronic machines and software stimulating these machines. So I looked into it on DeepSeek. It said that he worked with frequency generators, which were like sine wave frequency generators, and binaural beats. Binaural beats, it was a big thing. It was this idea of auditory drugs, things you could listen to get you high. There's all these like weird, it's kind of like that video game that makes you go crazy or something. Holy Bias, I think it was. But apparently different frequencies stimulate different chakras, right? Which are like energy centers or glands and organs in the body. The three main devices: there's a monophonic device, a single frequency generator. This specifically was a speaker. It's not quite like the Rife machine where it uses a electromagnetic coil or radio frequency or magnetism. Apparently, I think he did experiment with magnetic devices. And he also has things like 2 different frequencies and a complex series of frequencies. And I think he worked with light as well and magnetic fields and a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, so this is supposedly the list of frequencies according to a 2004 lecture note and student transcripts. And I've tested out some of these and they actually do seem to work for stimulating these areas. You can see here 194.18 hertz for root, 210.42 for sacral. And he says do not overuse the third eye one. The third eye one makes it feel kind of weird and like pretty interesting. Planetary frequencies here, and then there are alchemical process frequencies, which is interesting. And he says no metal objects nearby, and they use speakers. So I think speakers is the best way that you can do this, but you can also use just earphones. I've used earphones, and I get more of an internal nervous system kind of mental stimulation, but it seems to work. So here I am on this online tone generator website, and we have the tone selected for the sacral chakra. So even though I had my computer audio running to capture it, it seemed to, I don't know, the tones for some reason do not capture very well with my recording software. So you'll unfortunately just have to plug them in yourself if you want to listen to them. I'll put the link in the description for the website and the tones. So we can hear this tone. And it's like it's a nice kind of relaxing tone, right? And if I play the root tone, this one seems to stimulate, like definitely the root of the body, the tailbone and such. And then we'll play the solar plexus. So this one's the solar plexus, but it was debatable whether it is. This is meant to be the heart frequency tone. It does seem to stimulate that area, I think. This is the throat. Third eye. Yeah, this one's pretty wild, I think. You can feel it in your head. It's like stimulating that area. It's cool. And finally is the crown. It's kind of relaxing. And another one which was cool here is the moon tone. It produces like an interesting effect. I find my vision actually gets stimulated. You kind of see like the ether in the air. And this is Mercury. This is the thought. Yeah, pretty wild. But anyway, so those are the tones. I'll put the link in the description for all of this, and just go play around with it yourself.